Hey, I've got something to say. Now, at time of recording, it has been 103 chapters since Kobeni Higashiyama last appeared in Chainsaw Man. That's over 1,000 days. Sure, we've had a few Kobeni clones here and there, but nothing can compare to the real thing. So today, let's talk about everyone's favorite nervous wreck of a character, Kobeni, and find out why exactly she's gone missing. Starting now. So first, let's take a look at what was going on in Chainsaw Man during Kobeni's last appearance, because I think that can give us a pretty good idea of where she's gone. It's the end of Chainsaw Man Part 1, and most of the Devil Hunters are dead. The only 3 Special Division members left are Kishibe, Kobeni, and Denji. Makima wants all 3 of them dead, Kobeni because, as she puts it herself, she's seen too much. Denji and Kobeni have their first and really only heart-to-heart, at least with both of them being conscious, and it ends abruptly when Denji finds his resolve through classic Denji means. The official last time we see Kobeni is right here, in Chapter 93, drooling all over herself like she's done so many times before. Moving to our question, why is she never seen again after this point? Well, the answer, it's right there in front of us actually. Kishibe makes it clear to Kobeni that she won't be able to show herself around anywhere near Tokyo as long as Makima is around, which at this point in the story would seem to be forever. He says she can't even call her family anymore, and this actually provides Kobeni with a little bit of relief. So what does this mean? Where did she go? Well, here's what I think. She went into hiding. We're never revealed what Kishibe's plan was for Denji and Kobeni, but I would assume it was to put them in hiding. Denji, of course, never followed through with this, but we can't exactly say in regards to Kobeni. Think about this. Everything in her life to this point has just been one big hellhole. From her family to her career, everything short of dying has gone wrong for her at this point. Why wouldn't she want a fresh start if given the chance? She was relieved to know she'd never have to see her parents again. I think she'd take it 100% of the time. From there, I see one of 2 scenarios playing out. 1, she was informed of Makima's death later and now lives in relative peace away from the craziness of devils. Or 2, she was never informed of Makima's death and lives in a constant state of fear. That would be a terrible fate in its own right, and knowing that crazy man Fujimoto, it wouldn't surprise me. Makima's death was kept a closely guarded secret after all. But no matter what scenario played out, I think Kobeni going into hiding and the circumstances around it are the reasons she's absent from all of Part 2. She has no reason and justifiably no desire to return to Japan after what she went through in Part 1. But that doesn't mean we haven't seen characters fill the Kobeni-sized hole in our hearts. Let's take a look at them now, because for one obvious reason and one arguable reason, they both have some connection to her. Nobana Higashiyama is Kobeni's younger brother and a member of the Devil Hunter Club in Part 2. He is quite similar to his sister in both personality and in circumstance. I'd like to point out that this isn't the brother mentioned by Kobeni back in Chapter 15. He was older, and obviously Nobana, who is in high school, is younger. I think what's so interesting about Nobana is how it shows the cycle of abuse that's going around in the Higashiyama family. In Kobeni's family, it appears things revolve around the gifted older Higashiyama brother. When Kobeni mentioned him in Chapter 15, she says her parents would have done anything to put him through college. It was either devil hunting or sex work for her, and it appears she wasn't the only victim of this mentality. Nobana, too, was forced by their parents into the Devil Hunter Club, either to set himself up to work as a devil hunter after high school or simply make him as successful as his older brother. Either way, both he and Kobeni are put under a lot of pressure by their parents. It's possible, considering the theory I proposed about Kobeni going into hiding, that Nobana was forced into the Devil Hunter Club because of her absence. It's even possible that their parents started treating him like her for the same reason, but I don't think that's the case. The mental states that Nobana and Kobeni are both in are something deep that can only really be developed over a long period of time. It's not so simple as what I just proposed. Which I think strengthens the idea even further that if given the chance, Kobeni would never come back. With the intense pressure their parents seem to put her and Nobana under, who could blame her? Now, admittedly, this next character is a bit of a stretch, but consider the Death Devil herself. When I first saw her, before I even knew who she was, I thought to myself, damn, this girl kind of reminds me of Kobeni. That made me think of a theory going around back in Part 1 that Kobeni had made a contract with the Death Devil. We never found out who her contract was with after all, and it just made me pause. If a timid devil hunter met a timid devil, would a contract be formed? Who can say? But I'd put very little stock in this connection. The Death Devil's only been in 2 chapters at the time of this recording. This thought of mine, well, it could backfire as soon as next week. But still, I think it's worth mulling over. Depending on whether or not a connection between the two exists, it could answer the last question I'd like to ask for you today. Will we ever see Kobeni again? So, will we? Well, that's a loaded question, because if Kobeni has truly gone into hiding, then no, I doubt we'll ever see her again, at least of her own volition. I'd assume that Kishibe knows where she is, but he hasn't been seen since the end of part 1 either. Unlike with Kobeni, I'm fairly confident that Kishibe will appear in the story again, and not to get too far off topic, but I have my own theory that he saved Nayuta. And yes, I know we saw her severed head on a platter going down a conveyor belt, but until I see a new Control Devil, I am not convinced. But, back to Kobeni, the way I see it, only Kishibe could willingly get her back into the fray. Who knows, in the next few chapters, we could have Kishibe and Kobeni making their grand re-entrance together after saving Nayuta and coming to save Denji. That would be the best case scenario, and it's far better than the worst case. If the devil she contracted with forcibly brought her to fight for it, she'd technically be reappearing. It's kind of like what happened with Makima back in part 1. I really don't hope for this option, but it at least has to be considered. Like I said before, we still don't know what devil she contracted with. It could have been anything. Either way though, we'll just have to wait and see. Will we be blessed by Kobeni's appearance once again? Only time will tell. Thank you so much for watching this little chat about Kobeni. I really hope you enjoyed. Please let me know down in the comments whether or not you buy my theory of her going into hiding, or whether you think there's a different reason she's disappeared for 3 years. I'd love to know. And please let me know whether or not you think she'll appear again. I really don't know myself. Personally, I would... Oh, sorry, I have to take this. Hold on. Hello? Uh-huh. What? They found her. Cut the feed! Cut the feed! And now, live from a bunker overlooking 1990s Tokyo as Chainsaw Man terrorizes the city, it's Spencer on Air! Welcome back to another episode of Spencer on Air. I am, of course, your always brilliant host, Spencer, and my friends. Today, I have found her. That's right, gone for over 3 years, but back again today. Please welcome Kobeni Higashiyama! Calm down. I know you're excited, so am I. Hello. I wouldn't happen to be speaking with the one and only Kobeni, would I?
Who is this? How did you get this number?
Oh, you really don't want to know. Now, could you please answer my question? Are you Kobeni?
No?
Huh? You aren't? Oh my god, I knew I shouldn't have trusted that blonde kid. Never trust someone with sharp teeth, I tell ya.
Sharp teeth? Wait, you know Denji?
Oh, so you know him,
No, I was just... Oh, damn it, Kobeni, you're supposed to be in hiding.
I heard that, so it is you. How are you doing today?
Could you not be so loud? Someone could hear you.
Sure, I'll be quiet, no problem. Can't say the same for the studio audience, though.
Studio audience? Oh no, she'll definitely find me now.
Huh? What was that?
Oh, the stage just keeps getting worse and worse. First there was the seagull that stole my money, then there was the... Why me?
Hello?
All I
Kobeni?
wanted to do was live a peaceful life. Is that so hard to ask?
This isn't going anywhere. Hey, Kobeni!
Oh, sorry. Who are you again?
Spencer, from the show Spencer on Air.
Who?
So, Kobeni, where you heading out these days? Personally, I think she's in the middle of a forest, probably eating bugs.
Oh, no. Not a forest. It's an island. Tahiti, to be exact.
Did you just...
Please forget you ever heard that.
No, Tahiti, wow. I heard they grow a lot of mangoes down there, huh? I said I heard they grow a lot of mangoes down there, huh?
Oh, no, focus. What if it's a devil? Can devils call people? Oh God, what if they can? What if they're prank calling me just to mess with me? That's just like them stupid frickin'...
I said...
She sent you. Didn't she?
Who? What? Huh? Who are you talking about?
You're an assassin sent by Makima, aren't you? I knew she'd come for me.
No, I'm just...
She's gonna kill me. It's all your fault.
Makima is dead.
What?
Hey, Kobeni, read my lips. I said Makima's dead.
I'm going to hang up now.
That's, probably for the best. Just one more thing. Can you say it?
Huh? Say what?
You know, the thing.
The thing? Oh, that thing. Do I have to?
Pretty please?
Okay. I know what you are!
Once again, thank you so much for checking out this video. I really do appreciate it. A very special thank you to Kobeni's VA for the ending skit, Ysabel for her amazing work. Be sure to check out her Twitter, linked in the description. If you like this video and want to see more like it, make sure you like and subscribe. Until next time, this is Spencer on Air, signing off.